It's been only a few hours since Baltimore police responded to the call of a deceased person who was found in an abandoned building just off 7th Street in Brooklyn, Maryland. The building had intentionally been set ablaze, but the police are still able to ID the person as 29-year-old Tiffany Jones, a woman who was abducted the day before in broad daylight, right in front of her husband and little girl. Through several interviews, the police have narrowed the suspect list down to a man named Philly, aka Willard Turner, and a woman named Bobby Barncourt, the suspected driver of the 2018 Silverado that was seen at the point of abduction and that was captured on surveillance in the vicinity of the burned-out home. Philly, staying true to his nickname, flees the city, and out of all places, he goes back to Philadelphia. But Bobby is found near the truck, and the police would bring her in to question her. They now know what happened to Tiffany Jones. The only question they have now is, but why? All right, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome to episode 2. Thanks so much for all the comments and the likes on the video last night. I appreciate you guys ramping that stuff up so I can drop this for everybody. But we're going to take care of a little family business before we keep going, man. They were coming for your boy yesterday. They're coming for me. This whole Clive Davis thing, everybody's like, you put up a picture of Clive Davis. All right. Let's go ahead and put this to bed right now. Let's take a look. We put up on the screen. This is Clive Davis, and this is Michelle's dad. All right, now I see some similarities. They look very much like each other, but do you think that's the same person? This is the actual obituary right here for David Bowen. So I don't know. This is the only picture of him online that I can find. I mean, he died in 2002, kind of before we really put a lot of stuff online. So I mean, could they have accidentally grabbed Clive Davis's picture and put it up there? Maybe. But I think that he just looks like Clive Davis. So it is what it is. All right. Now, the interview coming up, Bobby speaks soft at first. It gets better as the interview goes along. The first couple minutes, a little difficult to understand her. They do repeat her quite a bit. They even tell her to speak up. But I did subtitle it, and it does get more clear as the interview ramps up. It gets a little contentious, so, you'll definitely hear what's going on. I appreciate you being back. Let's dive in.
How you doing, babe?
Playing paper football.
Like back in school?
Pretty much. With somebody else.
Yeah, my partner's gonna come in. She's grabbing some water. It's probably him right there. Hey, what's up, dear? How are you? There he is.
All right.
You already did all this? No, I just brought him in more. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yep. All right. Real quick, let me get your first name.
B-O-B-I-E.
B what?
O-B-I-E.
I-E. And your last name, dear?
Barncourt. B-A-R-N.
Mm-hmm.
C-O-R-D.
Okay. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to talk to you about why you were brought down here, okay? Now, before I talk to you about the circumstances that led us to bring you down here, I'm going to advise you of your explanation of rights.
And the rights are read.
It has been a long time since I've ever seen this here.
Now, I left this kind of in the video because he's going to kind of use this to build rapport. What happened was she was in the room making paper footballs. The first detective saw her and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And she said, "Making paper footballs." I said, "Oh, kind of like back at school." So he sees the paper footballs on the table, and he's going to kind of use it to try to build some rapport and kind of bring her to a place where hopefully she'll tell the truth. It'll be a little difficult with this one, but he'll give it a shot.
And you know how we used to, I don't know how you do. I know you made this, but we used to play football with these. All right, and what I would do, well, you push it, hit it back, hit the thing back. You push it, right? You push it.
It's gonna hang off.
And you gotta hang off the thing.
Yep.
You gotta hang off the thing, right? When did you learn to do this?
I don't know.
How old were you?
Middle school.
Right.
I just remember going to middle school and high school.
What school?
Middle school and high school.
Middle school and high school. Bobby, guess what? The purpose of you coming down here, of course, I'm sure on your own you could probably conclude or have some idea. But a lot of things in your life has probably been as a result of decisions that you made in terms of with substance abuse. Speaking of which, are you under the influence of any narcotics or anything that would impact your ability to understand the rights that you just read?
I haven't really done anything since early on.
Okay, so you sober.
Yeah.
Okay. So you realize what the day is and you realize where you are.
Yeah.
Right? You can see that I'm a black male and he a white male, right?
Yeah.
All right. Or Italian male or whatever the hell. But listen, so what we want to do is we're going to go a lot of places. We're going to talk about what happened, what brought you down here, and ultimately, hopefully we can get you back to this frame of mind when you used to make these, when you were that girl, because that girl still resides in you, okay? But she's been taken over by probably some of the decisions and substances that you have put into your body. Going back to
Really?
you sure? You what you say?
Not really.
Okay, not really. Okay, let's go back to yesterday. What did you do yesterday?
When?
Yesterday was Tuesday.
Yes.
You had your father's truck.
I didn't have the truck yesterday. It was parked on 6th.
Excuse me?
I parked the truck on 6th the day that I dropped him off.
Can you speak up? Because I'm kind of hard of hearing, huh?
The day I dropped him off, I parked it on 6th and it hasn't.
Nobody else is down here, so you can speak up.
I'm saying that the day I went to Dollar General, I left it on 6th. I left it, well, I don't know if it's 6th. I went down Brooklyn Avenue and busted the right. So either 5th or 6th. I'm not 100% familiar with it.
Okay. So you went to the Dollar General. What Dollar General? Where is it located?
The one right there behind, beside Roe Farms.
Okay, and what street is that?
I didn't fully. This is the thing. I dropped him off before that. He dipped off with somebody else.
You dropped who off?
And I parked at the Dollar General.
Okay.
And then went around it.
Who's him?
You right now?
I don't know.
You guys were in it.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Come on, baby. This is recording day.
I don't know
Okay.
his real name.
You don't know his real name. Okay, what's his nickname?
What do you know him as?
There's all kinds. There's Philly Keys.
Okay.
It's two different.
Okay, well, let's start with the first one you said. What's the first one you said? Philly? As in, like, the city, Philadelphia?
Yeah.
I'm saying Philly. You said Philly, right? Okay, so he was with you yesterday in your truck.
He wasn't in the truck with me yesterday.
Okay. Well, talk to me then. What happened? You went to the Family Dollar store on Poteet Street.
The bando that I got high in, he would come in and out of.
The venue?
The bando.
The bando.
Okay, out of the house.
He
Okay.
would come in and out of it because he sold drugs. I don't smoke crack, I just do dope. He doesn't have dope, but I know him by some girl. Everybody else, because that's how you can make money. So, that's how I know him. But he goes in and out of the band, I'll get high in.
He goes in
With y'all were already there, apparently, because that's what I was told. Right? 20 other people.
Okay, so he goes into the abandoned house when you get high. And what is he coming there to do?
Just chose.
How long have you known? How long have you known him?
Oh. The exact, I don't know the exact time. A couple years, maybe. Not
Couple years.
Know him. Maybe 3 or 4 days.
But you've known him a couple years, but
I've known him, but for some reason he disappeared.
He disappeared?
Yeah, he wasn't around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Well, he wasn't around months, no. And then he came back around, and he just started being around and everybody that you hung out with.
And everybody just what?
That you hung out with.
Okay, so recently you all started hanging out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what was the extent of your relationship?
We were friends. That's it.
Okay.
We never did anything around like that.
So where would you all go to hang out?
To Fun Panda.
Huh?
To the bender right there next to New Freshman.
Okay. So what made you go to the Family Dollar store yesterday?
Yes, it was yesterday. The girl you already burned up.
Okay.
I knew you were burned up.
You already know the story, so just go ahead. Go ahead.
She stole from a bunch of people, including me. I get a call saying, I know where your phone is. If you take me down there, well, I was told her baby dad's the one that stole it, and he had evidence that he pawned it for $500.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So he shows me the text. He says, if you take me down there, I'll confront him, and I'll take him up there and get him. So I dropped him off. He went down the alley, and then I went and parked, and then he called me, and then that's when in the blink of an eye that happened. And as I pull off Ritchie Highway, he's like, stop. They got out. And he said something about going to get somebody and bounced.
Going to get some what?
Going to get somebody, but I don't know who he's talking about. He lied to me the whole time.
Okay.
I think he lied to me so I wouldn't know what was going on. He's not going to jeopardize his life on me. Somebody that gets high and tricks on the street. I mean, really. He's not going to jeopardize his life on me.
Okay.
He's really not going to.
Well, actually, I kind of beg to differ with you on that. And reason being is because what I'm not going to bet my life on is somebody like me, or somebody that gets up and go to work every day and that tries to live.
No, what I'm saying is he's not going to bet on me. You know what I mean? He's not going to bet on me if I'm running around getting high in the street.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
He's not going to trust that.
Okay.
So he lied to me the whole time.
So
I had no clue till I got hit with it.
Until you got hit with it.
I was told by Maria, and I don't know the other girl's name. She was just with her.
Okay. So the fact of the matter, so you went to the Dollar General store yesterday, and you were called down there by who?
I don't know. I didn't get
You
called.
just said his name.
No, I wasn't called. Well, this is the thing. I didn't get the personal call to go down there. Somebody else called him. I don't know who it was.
Called, when you could say names, somebody called who?
When Philly got the call, he got a call saying that I guess What's Your Face was down there.
Who? You know her name.
Or just say it.
We know y'all friends. Your father even told us y'all friends.
I believe it's Tiffany. She goes by Brittany Tiffany.
Okay. What do they call her?
Brittany or Tiffany, but I think it's
Pretty or Tiffany?
Pretty Tiffany or Brittany. She's told
Or
Brittany.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like a week ago. We had to sign a 24-hour waiver at Walmart. Well, when I went to drop
Walmart?
Yeah.
What happens at Walmart?
We were trying to steal a bunch of I was telling her that loss prevention, she's still trying to go out the door, and we got busted.
Okay.
So loss prevention got us and made us sign a waiver that we're not going to come into Walmart for 24 hours. So when I go to take her home, she gets out the truck, and she goes to the right, because I dropped her off on Alder. She goes to the right. I wasn't watching her. I got out on the alleyway, did a pill, had a Xanax that day, so I nodded out. And my mean of nod, I guess I went out, and the boy Platt found me, woke me up, and said, yo, I thought you were dead. Mind you, that's when everything came up missing.
Like?
A gun. A gun that he put in my safe. I didn't touch it.
Who's he?
Philly.
Philly put a gun in your safe? Where's the safe?
In my dad's truck.
Okay.
There's no console.
Okay.
Underneath of that.
Okay. What else?
Nothing was in the safe besides that.
Okay.
On my lap, well, the keys were out of the ignition in my lap. So somebody took the keys out of my ignition in my lap, and then they took I had a pill bottle, and then I had a red thing. My dad's got the red thing. The only thing left was the red thing empty and on my lap. So
What's the red thing?
it's a little red container.
Okay.
It's a little red container I put inside of a pill bottle because I had two different drugs.
Okay.
So I had two different boys I didn't want to mix up. because I don't trust too many people, and I
got you.
separated. So I had money in the bigger one with 4 pills and like 2 pills in the other one.
So you wake up,
And
the gun's going, drugs are going.
Like Black woke me up, and I like freaked out for a second. I said, "What are you doing?" Because I heard the keys come out of the ignition. That's what I heard. I think he physically did. They just shut the truck off because the exhaust, I don't know. But he was like, "I thought you were dead. I just walked by. You were passed out. Blah blah blah." So.
Is that the only thing missing?
Really, well, yeah, that was the other thing. Well, the drugs, the money, my phone. I had a new iPhone 10.
Okay.
That went missing.
Your what?
iPhone 10. But
Where'd you get the iPhone from?
my dad.
Your dad?
My dad bought it. Yeah. We tried texting it, trying to pay back the money to get it and all that, and we just couldn't get it. So what he pretty much did was pawn me into giving him a ride, and then lied to me about what he was doing the entire time, pretty much. And it came down to this.
Okay. Is this immediately after you wake up you were talking about here? Or when do you meet back up with Philly for the ride down to Dollar General?
Huh?
So you say you get hot, took the Xanax, you did the pill, you nodded out.
Oh,
That's
I was
when.
home.
Okay.
When I woke up, it was like, I think it was like, it was really late. I think.
At night?
You can't quote me on it, because
Okay.
that's your memory. But I did go home, went to sleep, and I came back the next day.
Tuesday, meaning yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's daytime out now.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly what time I got there, and I think we got the call about 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Okay. And you say we got the call, who's we?
So I got the call on his phone, and then that's when he said,
So you two were together?
yeah, he was standing pretty much within the vicinity of me.
Okay.
So he was standing in the vicinity of you all, and you all got the call that she was down there.
Well, he got the call.
And he got the call that she was down there. Where were you all when you all got the call?
Don't quote me on that. I don't know.
What street were you on?
I don't know.
Were you in the city?
We were in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn?
We were only like 2 minutes from it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
like
we were like coming down.
Brooklyn by the projects, or like
No.
Audrey,
No,
6?
like coming down 5th and Pontiac.
Okay.
Dollar General.
Gotcha. So basically behind the Family Dollar, just in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So when Philly got the call, what did he say? Give me
He
the
said, "Give me a ride down to the dollar store."
Okay.
I said, "All right." So I started heading that way, and I said, "Why?" He said, "I'm going to be able to get the phone back." So I said,
He said you gonna what?
he said he's going to be able to get the phone
Get
back.
the phone back.
But I already knew what that meant.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because he's going to question about that gun. Imagine what is on it.
Right.
I don't know who it belongs to. He never told me that. So I don't know what type of gun it is. It's just a big one. So I know it's
It was a big gun.
something that folds.
It folds.
It
Okay.
unfolds.
Unfolds. Okay.
And
You've seen him unfolded before?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know who it belongs to, but I'm pretty sure he put in the safe. I didn't touch it.
Okay.
My prints ain't going on.
Okay.
Other than that, what else was I saying?
So when you get down there, what happens? When you get down to the Family Dollar
so
store.
I drop him off. He goes down. I drop him off on like Hanover Street, and he goes down the alleyway. And this is before I even noticed what was going on, because I didn't even notice that. Because why the f*** would you do some stupid shit about the baby dad and the kid and all that dumb shit? First of all, and then it's just retarded shit. Really stupid. I mean,
And it's daytime outside, right?
yes, it's like 2 o'clock.
All right. So
So he pretty much called my phone and said, "Just park at the dollar store." So that's I went in and parked at the dollar store.
okay.
And then the next minute I know, my door opens and she said, well, he told me to drive back there. He said, "Come back here." I thought him and Tim were going to get in it because he said he was going to get my phone back. Next thing I know, he's got a knife to her.
He has a knife to
He's
her.
pretty much holding her down. But he's got the knife like this. You know what I mean? So he didn't do anything to her in the truck at all.
Okay.
She told me who has it. Drop me off here. I dropped him off in between Hanover. What's the next street?
Tapsico?
No, when you make a left.
Where are we? We're by the Family Dollar or by Royal Farms or what?
You're passing that.
Going out?
Opposite way towards Bellgrove. You're not
Going toward Belgrove?
You're going towards it, but you make a left way before it. You're going back up towards
Hanover?
the other side of where we came from.
Okay. So
One of
Jeffrey?
the streets let him out, and he went with a red car. It was like a red, I want to say it looks like a Mustang, but it could be something different.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a good look at it. There was a girl guy in it,
Mm-hmm.
and another black dude. And then they left. And then from there, I got nothing but bullshit. They said, I called the phone, I said, did you get my phone? He said, go to 6th. I went to 6th, and of course, nobody's coming. I said, all right, I'm moving, because my dad at that point was calling and saying, look, the insurance is dead, you're suspended, and you park. That's when I went to 5th, I guess it is. 5th or 6th, whatever the hell, I parked the truck, and it stayed there. And I walked from there to a friend of mine named Jeremy and Sandra. Sat there for a few minutes, and then I ended up leaving with somebody that wanted to cop up. And then that's when later that night I ended up seeing him, and I said, did you find my phone? He said, I didn't find anything. And I said, what did you do? And he said, shh. And he just walked off.
He said, shh, and walked
Yeah,
off.
he's not going to tell me everything. I don't know who he did it with, where he did it, where everything went down at. All I know is weird occurrences that happened that I tried to put together. Because I was lied to the whole time. So I tried to put everything together later.
Okay.
And that was too late.
Okay. So you leave out the Dollar General store. When you pull up in the back of the Dollar General store, let's start there so we can have a clear understanding.
Mm.
He calls you on your cell phone.
Yeah.
What cell phone did you have? Whose cell phone did you have? Because she took your cell phone, right?
No, I had Tim's cell phone.
Tim.
Yeah.
All right, who's
You
Tim?
can get that phone.
Okay. What's Tim's cell phone number?
I don't know by heart.
Okay.
It's a state phone that he got.
And where is it now?
He's got it.
Tim has it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I gave it back to him because it's his.
all right, so he calls you on the phone. You pick him up, and you drive down there to the
He
Dollar.
was pretty much in the truck.
Okay, he was in the
We
truck.
were talking.
Right.
And
What was he talking to you about?
it was something random.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was hitting sales.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
So it was something random, and then he got the call from whoever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm sorry. I can't hardly hear you.
He's got the call from whoever. And then that's when we got told it wasn't a, I don't know how to put it. It wasn't a, alright.
And I'm sorry.
Here.
Who's Tim? Because like Mark said.
Tim's like a brother to me. I've known him for, that's this porch we were on,
Okay.
that's his mom's house.
What was your iPhone phone number?
409244274.
924-4274? Okay. So, and that's taken
That was taken back when we went to Walmart.
that was taken
That was taken back.
when you nodded out
Yeah, but
by
to Walmart.
Pretty or...
Yeah. When I was fixing Audrey.
Okay, and then when do you get Tim's phone?
I think the day I came into town, I went and I visited Mom and Tim, and I didn't have a phone.
Whose mom?
Mom was his mom.
Okay, you just called Mom. Okay.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Arlene.
Arlen, okay.
So I asked to borrow the phone because being out there with no phone is not a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Do you know his number?
I but my dad might have it.
Okay.
If he don't, he has Mama's, and I know Mama's by heart.
Okay.
She's on the phone too. He should have her number. That's where he met me at.
Where is that phone now?
From now?
Where is that phone?
Where's the phone?
Tim's phone.
I should have with him.
You gave it back to him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I gave it back to him today when I went back to the house to come here. Because he was outside and he came by the house. I guess he was walking around looking to see if he seen me. And he's looking at me and he's like, your dad's right there. And I said, all right, how do you know? His dad texted me earlier and said, Baltimore City knocked on the door. Or the police knocked on the door. He said, we'll count. They said, police knocked on the door. I said, all right, about what? He said, a girl's body was found. I don't remember which order he said. Something about burned. And something, he had to ask me exactly how he said it. But I said, who? Because I already knew what this was going to be because of a sense of putting it all together. And when he said, I don't know. So when I went outside, I ran to Maria and them. That's when they were like, yeah, they found Pretty. I said, where? They said, somewhere by Jasmine's car, which is on, if you go down 4th, she's on the very end, the black car with a butterfly in the back or something.
And what street is that?
I believe it's 4th or 5th. Wherever she's probably the very end.
Okay, so here's this. Let's be clear. So you go to the Family Dollar store. All right? Now, what I want you to do is paint a clear picture. You say that you drop him off on like Hanover Street, and then he calls you to come over there, and you go in the back. And what happens when you get in the back? You said you saw him, right?
I pull up,
and he had a knife
open, and he pushes her in.
When you say the truck all of a sudden opens, what does that mean?
Billy opened the back right.
Who opened it?
Billy.
How did he get in there? Because the doors are locked. When you drive in that truck, the doors automatically lock when you take off.
No.
Yeah, they do.
Well, I don't know.
So how did you unlock it?
I probably did.
Okay, or did you hit the button? Did you reach over, open up the door and stuff?
No, I wouldn't reach over and
Okay, I'm just asking. I don't know.
Unlock or I don't know. But I know that he got out. They might not have locked.
Okay. Well, when you drive, they lock. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
So you know where you put it when you were parked,
Yeah.
and Philly walked down, and then he called you down there.
I parked in the side parking lot.
When you put it in drive, they lock.
Right. And
So how did?
I don't remember if I went this way.
How did that girl get in your truck?
She was sitting in the middle, and then.
How did she get inside your truck?
How did she get in there?
Mm-hmm.
Philly.
How?
Philly, pretty much, I guess she was intimidated by him and got in it. And then when I actually noticed what was going on, I turned around and seen a knife to her throat.
Did he tell you to unlock the door? Did he ask you to unlock the door? Did he ask you to roll the window down?
He asked me to come get him.
Right. And then when he went down there, did he say anything else to you? When you went down there?
No, he didn't say anything right then and there. He asked me to come get him. He said, come to the back of the Family Dollar and come get me. So I went. All of a sudden, she's pushed in. Like I said, everything went a little faster than...
Is she saying anything at this point?
She's saying, really, Philly, really. I
Really,
guess
Philly?
right there with Baby Dad there. Really, Philly, really.
Who else is outside the truck?
I don't know who the other boy was. I've never seen him. I've seen him one other time, but I don't know who he is.
What's he? Who we talk? Is there more? Is there a couple people outside?
There's like 2 or 3.
Who?
I didn't get a good look. This is me just pulling around and it happening quick. I know her baby dad was most likely there. That's what I was told.
Do you remember seeing him?
I didn't physically see him, no.
Okay.
Because it just happened so fast. You know what I mean? It was him, his daughter, from what I'm told. Her.
Who would tell you this?
Who would tell me what?
Who told you that the victim's husband and child were there?
It was Philly that told me that.
Philly told you
He
that?
got a call from someone that told him that. I don't know who. You would have to check his phone.
So when you pulled up on the parking lot, you saw him with the knife to her throat or around her neck. Okay. So he was outside on the sidewalk on the parking lot with a knife to her throat.
He wasn't. Well, I don't know if it was to her throat then.
Right.
But I know when he went to go get in the truck with her,
Mhm.
she had gotten in, and as he got in, he said, "Sit the down."
Mhm.
And I just that's when I looked back, and when I looked back is when I noticed that his blade was out.
Mhm.
And then he pushed her down
Mhm.
and took the knife to her.
Mhm.
In the truck?
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't do anything in the truck at all.
Mhm.
And then that's when he said, "Where's all the that you stole?"
Okay.
She said, "The name Tyler. I don't know who it is."
Mhm.
So he asked me to stop, and they got out. They got out right there when I made the left. From Hanover, going towards where we came from. But we didn't make it across the other way.
So when you leave out of the parking lot, you go out Hanover.
I dropped him off, and then I started to go down towards Belgrove, and I kept calling his phone. A lot of times it wasn't answering, and different people were picking it up.
So when you leave out of the from the Dollar General,
I went down Belgrove.
Stop right there for 1 second. When you leave out of the Dollar General, who's in the truck with you? Just Philly and her, or who else?
It was just him two.
Okay, now where did Philly go? Did he sit in the back or the front?
The back.
He sat in the back, and and you looked back and you saw the knife on her throat.
Yes.
When you pulled out of the Family Dollar store, which way did you go? Did you make a right? You made a right.
No, I made a left.
You can't make a left.
You can go over.
No, there's a medium in the middle of the street.
No. When you go from Family Dollar, you cross over to that little alley.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. Before you go any further.
Hold on, let her finish for a second. So you crossed over and did what?
I went out to Family Dollar towards like the auto shop, and out in the alley, I made the right, and then I made a left into that street.
So
OT.
Yeah, that one I guess.
Headed out toward Brooklyn into Ritchie Highway.
That left where the McDonald's would be on the right.
Mm-hmm.
That street towards Belgrove, but I didn't make it to Belgrove. We made a left, and they got out to a red car. And then I went to Belgrove. I took a left towards Orchard, and I went down Church, and I kept calling the phone, and I kept hearing different voices.
Okay.
So I said, "Yo, what are you doing? Where are you at?" Blah, blah, blah. And he said, "Go to 6th and Audrey," because I guess that's where she was telling him that the was missing. I go there, nobody shows up. So I got a call again. And I'm being told to just move where Jeremy and Sandra live.
Is this all the time by Philly?
I didn't move them. No, it's not all the time, Philly, that I know of. But I went down Brooklyn Avenue, and I didn't really trust being on Brooklyn Avenue, so someone told me to just make a right. So I did.
And what did you do when you made the right?
I parked the truck and left it.
Okay. So what else do you know Pretty by? Tiffany, right?
Yes.
Okay. When he got out the car with her, did he have the knife to her then?
I want to say yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't think he would have had time to flip it back.
What did she have on?
Honestly, I don't know. I have no clue what she had on. It was too fast, and like it's happening too fast. I'm trying to like at this point get the away from it.
Okay. Well, then
I don't know exactly what she was wearing at all.
Okay. So let me tell you what I do know. What I do know is that the Family Dollar. So they have tremendous surveillance cameras there. Okay, they have tremendous surveillance cameras there. And from me reviewing those cameras, it contradicts some of the things that you said. So the camera will show that you speed around after she was forced into your car. Right, you speed around there. They put her in the car. You make a right onto Potee, and then you make a right onto Patapsco to go down towards. When I say Patapsco, to go down towards like the district court in that direction. You go up that way. That's what the video shows.
You made a right on Patapsco headed toward Curtis Bay.
Okay. Okay. And you know what? I dropped him off where he did it. Right by it.
Where?
Right there on, I don't know the street.
Come on.
All I know is I think it's one of the last streets. I don't know the street. I don't know.
Give me a landmark. Tell me something that's near.
Jasmine's car.
No, any buildings. Any buildings, anything.
There's houses. Pavement was being.
What's unique about the block?
Pavement was being done to it. I couldn't. I had to weave around a cone to leave it.
Right. When you made a right on Patapsco Avenue.
Yes.
Here's the Family Dollar. Here's the Royal Farms, right? You came out. You made a right on Potee. You're driving up. You're driving away from Brooklyn, away from Belgrove, right, coming back toward the city. You make a right on Patapsco Avenue. Now you're driving this way. You're on Patapsco Avenue. The courthouse is down that way. Brooklyn Avenue is down that way. The projects are down that way.
I never went down.
Curtis Bay is down that way. I'm talking about a general direction.
Where I went after I left him, like I said, I dropped him off.
Hold on. When you're driving down Patapsco, when you drop him off, did you make a left or did you make a right off of Patapsco Avenue?
A left.
Okay. How far? Do you know where that funeral home is on Patapsco Avenue? The big white building with the funeral home, right up the street from Royal Farms.
You talking about where the school is?
Where the library is.
Yes, then I know where the funeral home is.
Okay. Did you go past that?
I think so.
Then there's a red light, and there's a bank, and there's a sub shop.
Okay.
Did you go past that?
I don't think I went past the sub shop.
Okay.
I don't remember seeing the sub shop.
Sub shop's just, it doesn't stand out.
You're talking about 7-Eleven, right?
No. Opposite side of 7-Eleven. Okay. Did you make it to 7-Eleven?
No.
Okay. You turned left before the 7-Eleven at some point.
Yes.
Okay. After you turned left off of the
There's a black gate.
A black gate.
There's a black gate.
Like a wrought iron gate?
To the left, I remember a black gate.
So that's by the courthouse.
Along it. Right.
When you drive down that road that you're talking about with the black gate, are there houses on both sides of the street or just one side of the street?
Just on the left.
Okay. 7th Street.
Yeah, that one.
7th.
Yeah.
So you're going down 7th. There's houses here, and the courthouse is over here. It's the black wrought iron gate.
Right.
Okay, on the right, yeah.
Yeah.
When you went down 7th Street, then where'd you go?
I didn't make it all the way to 7th.
Well, when you turned at 7th Street.
I turned on 7th to try to leave 7th. I dropped them off right there.
Right at 7th and Patapsco?
It was 7th and whatever that is.
Okay. So after you turn off of Patapsco, now you're going down 7th. This is the courthouse. These are the houses. You're driving down 7th, right? Do you make it to the next street that comes out? That's Arson Avenue.
Completely. I'm going to get to the very tip of it.
Okay.
To the very, very tip of it.
That's Arson Avenue.
Yeah.
And then the last street is Chesapeake, where it dead ends into the railroad tracks.
Huh?
He got out and what? Finish your thought.
He got out and walked down the sidewalk. He was walking down 7th. I took off down 7th.
Who was walking with?
Him, Pretty, and some other black dude came out the alley. I don't know who he is. I can just tell you what he looks like. That's all. I don't know who he is. I've never seen him before.
Was Pretty fighting?
No.
Resisting?
No.
Crying?
No.
Struggling?
No.
Talking?
I think she was intimidated.
Okay. What,
I think she was.
was she saying, oh my God, or what are you, Philly, or
No,
help,
she said
or?
that at first.
Okay.
She said that when she was getting in the truck. Like, really, Philly, really? Like, she was trying to make it known to, I guess, whoever was around her. I don't know. She had gotten in the truck and said that.
So this is when the knife's on her.
No, the knife, I don't know if the knife was on her really then. I just know that the knife was on her when I turned around.
Do you remember what the knife looked like? Big, small, little?
No, I'd say one about that big.
Switchblade that opens, or you gotta open it?
Switchblade.
Okay, Bob, I got some more stuff I'm gonna share with you too, right? So, this is what the conversation I want you to have. It's good that you describe all of that. That's important too. This is the conversation I want you to have, because this is the way it works in the real world, the world you live in out on the street. When Philly called you to go pick up Tiffany's, because y'all going to get y'all stuff back, he going to get his gun back. He also took it a step further, and he told you what he was going to do to it if he didn't get his stuff back.
I swear to God, he did not tell me.
So what did he say?
What he told me was is that he was going to go to Tyler's and get the That's it. I just want everything I love.
Okay.
I'll take a polygraph to that.
So let me tell you the
He
problem.
never told me. I never knew what was going on when it was going on. I don't know where he went.
Okay. So
Because all I know is some random ass black dude had stopped me and asked to date. And it was weird because he had asked me where Philly was. So as I left, later on that night, I went to Clint's and Philly had come to Clint's and I asked him if he knew that phone number. I said, if you've ever lied to me, tell me the truth now. Do you know this number? It was a 714 number. And he said, yes. I said, okay. So I started piecing together that might be the other black dude, but it wasn't the guy that I seen. You know what I mean?
Okay. But the fact of the matter is, I'm going to back up again to the Family Dollar store.
Okay.
Okay? So what I also do know is that when this initially happened, you and Tiffany had a verbal exchange. She said to you, you know I didn't steal anything. I know she said that to you.
Me?
When Philly grabbed her and was going to put her in the car, she had a verbal. She said something to you because they all recognized that's Bobby, and she shouted something to you.
It was me.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. Let me
she
finish.
didn't say anything to me.
Did you say something to her?
Nobody said. This is the first thing. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. When he was going to shove her in, she said something about, I didn't steal anything.
Right.
I said, don't lie to me.
Right.
I said, I said, be honest with me. Did you take my money and my drugs? And Philly's gone. And that's when she said, no, I didn't. But she admitted that as we were going, she said Tyler did.
Right, but I'm saying, so you did ask her to admit the fact of what she did.
Yes, I did.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. You all talked.
Okay, I gasped for a second.
Okay, so when she got in the car, walk me through that again. Philly is forcing her in the car.
Yeah.
And then you say what? Because you had to look back, because, I mean, he put it in the back seat.
Because when he grabbed the door, I looked back.
Right, and then what did
I seen him, well, it was her, and then he was, like, holding on to her, trying to push her in.
Right. And who started the conversation, you or her? You just said...
I'm not positive.
All right, so give me the exchange again. What did you all say to each other? You said you asked her what?
It was her saying, really, Philly, really? And then got pushed in, and then something about, I don't know how it came up, to be honest, exactly. All I know is she said something to me, and that's when I screamed back.
Okay, and what did you scream back?
And she's supposed to be a friend of mine.
Right.
And I said, wait, you're supposed to be cool with me. Why would you steal from me and leave me for dead? Because everybody thought I was dead. And she said she did. And then she said, as we pulled out, she said that Tyler is the one.
But
she said she stole the drugs, the money, and Tyler raided the truck.
Right.
And I'm not sure who Tyler is, but he's from Audrey, apparently.
Did she say she stole the gun too?
Not to me.
And the phone?
She admitted to the phone and the money, but she never admitted the gun to me
Okay.
or around me.
So now let me tell you the other problem we have.
I promise you, she never admitted to it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So the other problem is, so we see the truck going down Patapsco. There's cameras going all. Listen, there's cameras going all down Patapsco, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the way to 7th Street.
Yeah.
There's cameras along the side of the courthouse.
Okay.
Okay, they can see all the way over there. Where's your where's the truck now?
You would have to look at it. I don't know.
Huh?
A way you can trace the OnStar?
Is the OnStar on?
I don't know.
You all have OnStar on the truck?
According to my dad, he does.
He does have OnStar.
According to him.
So do you know where did you park the truck? Where is it now?
It was on, I left it where I was supposed to have left it for that day, after I dropped them off on, like right there by the tip of 7th and whatever that one street is that's being paved. I went down that way, came back around, but I went back down by the Dollar General. That's when I seen police at the Family Dollar. Called him. I said, the police are down here. I said, what the did you do? Did you take her while? That's one, because I had found out at that point that her baby dad and the kid were there. I said, did you take her with the baby dad and the kid there?
You said this to who?
Billy.
Okay. Right.
Because I didn't realize who all was there. You know what I mean? It was kind of like a...
And you say this to him later on that evening?
I say it at some point in between Belgrove
right, when you were
and
driving
down Church.
Right, okay.
Because I parked on near Audrey, because as far as whoever answered the phone at that point, it was a different voice, had told me to go to Audrey, because they were going to go to Tyler's and get everything from Tyler's. So I parked not on Audrey. I really don't know if I was near Audrey, but it looked like Audrey. Because a black woman came up and asked me for a cigarette. And if she could buy one, and she didn't have the money for it, so I said, just go ahead, I've been there. And then some dude with a blue umbrella was walking up and down. And I called and I said, look, I'm just going to park the truck because, and like I said, my dad was calling about the insurance and all that. So I rolled out and parked it down. I went down Brooklyn Avenue, but I took a right and left it.
Okay. So
I don't know if that's considered 5th, 6th. I'm not sure which one.
That's fine. So when you saw Philly and you said, what you do? You took her in front of her husband and her daughter. What did he say?
He kept talking weirdly. He just kept saying weird things that you have to link together later. You know what I mean?
Say those weird things.
And he mumbles.
Okay.
He's got a mumble.
I get
you don't
that.
understand it.
I get that. Give me the weird things that he said.
I don't know.
Okay.
You would have to pull the conversation up.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Would this have been? Let me ask you this. Would this have been? This would have been while you all were traveling with her in the car, or after?
No, the conversation we had now, that was over now.
Yeah.
That was after.
After.
This is after I dropped him off and left.
Okay.
I'm down.
And you asked her. You said earlier that you asked him what did he do to her and what did he say?
She wasn't. You could hear her. She was telling him. She was pretty much yelling at him.
Who?
Pretty.
Pretty was yelling at.
That's the only girl that was with him at the point.
Okay, was yelling at him. Were you there when she was yelling at him?
No, I wasn't there when she was yelling at him, but I was there in the truck. She yelled. But when I was going down Belgrave, I called him telling the police were across the street. And then I told him, who told me that? I don't know who told me that Tim or whatever baby dad's real name is called the Bowleys. So I'm like, why the f*** are you taking her in front of him? I thought he was supposed to get him because he has a thing on Facebook or it's his message thing. One of the two. It has a message from someone. I don't know the name, but they have, because it's a long message, so obviously it was the message part. It said Tim had sold my iPhone for $500, and that they wouldn't meet up with him. And he said, "I'll show you my picture ID." Blah 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 blah. I guess because he really wouldn't get the gun back.
So now we kind of like mumbling. So let me just be more direct. So we did find the truck. We got it. We got it. We have the truck here. All right. So there are a lot of things that we know that I'm not immediately sharing with you because I'm using that to gauge how truthful you're being with me. And what? Let me finish. I'm gauging how truthful you are with me, right? So there's a lot of things in the truck. Right.
I swear to God that he did not do anything as long as I had the truck. I can pass a polygraph to that.
Listen.
I promise you.
Listen. I'm not here to suggest or try to tell you that he did something.
The only thing that was there was one thing out of the ordinary though. It was a bright pair of shoes because I asked him who they were. I said, "Philly, whose bright pairs of shoes are they?" He said, "Jazz," which is Jasmine, who told me that Pretty was dead by her car, but that was on 6th, or no, that was 5th.
Why would Jasmine? Why would her shoes be in the truck?
I guess Pretty stole them from her at one point in time. She said a bunch of shoes went missing when Pretty was at her house.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that Pretty has stolen a lot from a lot of people involved in her. So that's why I said at first when they picked me up that a lot of people in the city were after her, because 20 different people in one meeting would say her name and that she did this and did that, did this, did that, did this and that, did that, this and that. And you know what I mean? You got the whole city after you for stealing. That's not a good thing.
So you asked Philly who tennis shoes they were in the back.
He said Jasmine's.
He said Jasmine's?
Yes.
And who was Jasmine's the girl?
The short, blonde-haired girl in Brooklyn.
When did you ask him that?
I didn't. I noticed it didn't really click at first. But I asked him it, I think, yesterday.
Okay.
It might be last night or today.
Last night or today. So
last night or today.
All right, so you saw him today, too. You talked to him today.
Yeah, I seen him this morning. I told them when they first picked me up.
Right. What did he say to you this morning?
He was leaving.
Huh?
He didn't tell me who he was leaving with or where he was going. He's not going to tell me that.
He said what?
That he was leaving.
And did you ask him for what?
No, I wasn't going to pursue that.
Because you knew by that time, right?
I wasn't going to pursue that because he's not going to tell me for one, and for two, why do I want to piss him off?
But you already asked him before, what did you do to Tiffany?
I asked him that I knew she was alive then.
Mm-hmm.
She was alive then. I have no idea where they disappeared to.
Mm-hmm.
Because...
But you asked him later, what did he do with Tiffany? What did he do to Tiffany? You said that earlier.
I said, what did you do?
Mm-hmm.
Take her with Tim there.
Right. And what did he say?
And he said, he didn't confirm it. He just kind of avoided it.
But what did you ask specifically?
Did you take her in front of Tim?
But you told us earlier that you saw, not talking about what you said to him on the phone. You told us earlier when you approached him and you said, what did you do to her?
You're talking about Clint. He didn't answer me.
What did he do?
He just looked at me.
And what did he say?
Nothing.
You said
looked at me.
Well, before that's not what you said.
He looked slam at me with this look. Like I had to link everything together. I had to
See, the problem is you telling us
the
things.
714 number.
You're not remembering what you told us 15 minutes ago.
What I'm saying is, I had to confirm a 714 number. I had to link pieces together because he was not telling me the truth. I had to link everything together.
So what did you link together? Tell me what you linked together.
I pretty much linked together that a dude that lives not the same street, not the next one, but I think the next one, knew Philly somehow. Because he asked me if Philly was up the way. And I said, I don't know. And he said, all right. But he had a phone in his hand that looked like Philly's. And his, I guess. So when I called it, it didn't sound like Philly's. So that's how I'm linking the voices with the phone. It's changing every once in a while. So the phone's not staying with one person. So obviously he's trying to do something with the phone. At this point, I didn't really get that. The dude started hitting on me and then asked if I wanted girl. I said, I don't do girl. He said, well, what do you do, boy? I said, I don't really go through people I don't really know. And he said, all right. I don't have boy, blah, blah, blah. And then he hit some sale that came in and left. And then
He hit some sale that came in.
yeah, so
Where were
I
you?
did walk.
To come in somewhere, where were you? What store or
I
whatever?
was walking down what is that street? From Clint's to the street that's right next to it, where New York Fried Chicken is.
What's the name of the store that he hit somebody in?
He didn't hit somebody in the store.
What house were you in?
I wasn't in the house.
Well, you said he came in.
I was walking down the street.
Well, then, but you just told us the sale came in.
The sale went to his house, where he was standing on the front porch of. He told him to go through the back.
Right. What house
What
was
house
that?
is that?
By an alleyway with a fence and a bunch of bushes.
Okay, Bobby, for 5 years,
And I think his name is T.
for 5 years you've been running around Brooklyn, getting high.
And it's more like
Okay,
3
4.
or 4.
Okay, 4.
Something like
You know where to go. You know who to talk to. You know where not to go. You know where police are. You know people's names, and you know street names. So stop telling us not the first street, not the second street, not the
No,
third
I
street.
don't.
Because you know
I don't know
where you're
every
going.
street like that. I promise you, I don't. I do not. I get screwed up all the time. Just like I don't think I was near Audrey.
So let me tell you what we
When I was
know.
on Audrey, I thought I was in that orchard when I scooped up.
Let me tell you what we know. So the reason to bring you in here is to find out the truth. So let me tell you some truths that we do know. Because you're a drug abuser, so sometimes, I don't know how you probably was angry at Tiffany, of course, for stealing your phone, because I would be too. You even expressed that you said something emotional to her in the car when they put in. And you said yourself, and correct me when I go wrong, you even stated that you said to her, did you steal the money and my phone? And you got her to acknowledge that she did that, right? So, and you screamed, and because other people heard you, so you were angry as well. And you questioned her friendship because of the simple fact, tell me to stop him when I'm wrong.
I question your friendship. Good.
You question her friendship because she left you, as you said, for dead. Right? So then Philly, the reason why he would do that in front of you is because he knew that both of you all were angry enough at her. Right? To try to get stuff back that she took from you all.
Probably.
Nope. Not probably. You do the math.
That's pretty much the reason.
Right. So it's not probably, right? So you're saying probably. You minimizing and not accepting.
I wasn't really thinking of it like that.
Yeah, well that's the way that. Well, I mean that's what it is, right?
Now that I'm thinking of it, yes.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
Yes.
So what we do is this. Again, we can measure how truthful somebody is being by a couple of ways. By one, talking to other people. So most of the time when we bring people in here, we already know what answers they should be capable of producing, right? And when they don't, that's how we know that they're not being completely honest with us. Right? They give us abbreviated versions of the truth. They tell us the parts of the story that's convenient, that's not really going to
implicate them to the same extent. You know what implicate means? You're looking confused. I know you're a smart girl because you're supposed to go to Hopkins. All right, so and to implicate them, right? So let me tell you what we did. Let me tell you what we did to verify certain things. One, the tennis shoes that was in the back of the car, we know that they belong to Tiffany.
Well, he told me Jazz.
We know that they belong to Tiffany, right?
I noticed the tennis shoes out the window, but he said they belong. Jazz did say she had shoes coming missing. So when he said Jazz,
Stop. They're Tiffany shoes.
but I promise you, Jazz said that.
Okay.
He said Jazz.
Those are
That's
Tiffany
why
shoes. Those are the girl that was forced into the back of your truck. And then when you drove away, those are her shoes.
It makes sense, but I didn't notice that.
I'm just telling you, those are her shoes. Okay? Next.
You
I
ever watch?
didn't see her.
You ever watch
I don't know
CSI?
exactly what she wears and her tennis shoes.
You ever watch
It
CSI?
went too quickly for that.
Those are her shoes.
But
You ever
I
watch?
noticed that later.
You ever
Yes, I watched
You
it.
ever watch CSI? You see how they do all that science stuff and this, that, and that. You smart enough to know some of that stuff is actually true today. Certain stuff we can do, right?
Yes.
So let me tell you what else we were able to do. So you understand and you already heard how Tiffany's body was found, right?
Yes.
How did you hear her body was found?
Dad told me.
Huh?
Dad told me.
Where was her body found? Where did you hear that her body was found?
In the bando on Baltic.
Huh?
Baltic.
Speak.
I think it's Baltic.
Okay.
It's the last street before the street that goes down by.
Yeah, you all just talked about that street.
The street that you drove on. With the wrought iron fence.
Yeah.
7th Street. The street that you turned on next to the courthouse. That you just told us about.
Yeah.
When you left Family Dollar with her in your truck. Yeah. Yeah. That's the street you drove down, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's where she is.
That's where the abandoned house is.
What I'm saying is, where I was
7th and Arson.
was that I was trying to get the street name.
7th and Arson, I'm
But-
telling you.
The house, I seen it from the back.
Okay.
You went down the alley.
Right.
Yes.
So you saw the back of the house
I
that they
see
walked
the
in.
back.
That they walked in.
They
I
took
seen
her
the
in.
fence part.
That they took her in.
I'm guessing. That's all I can put together.
How can no. I don't need you guessing. What did your eyes visually see when you drove down the back alley?
The fence?
Okay, but what did you see them do with her when you drove down the back alley?
They didn't do anything with her. They were walking.
Right. And where did they walk her to?
They were still walking up.
Listen to this. So let me.
I kind of get exactly where it is, though. Because after I was told where it was, and all of that, I know exactly what happened.
You're right. So what happened? That's what I'm asking.
He had to have killed Bree there, or at least somewhere in that vicinity.
Mm-hmm. Not had to have. I mean, the fact of the matter is this.
So he had to have.
So listen to this. So this is the crazy part that always amazed me, man. You see about people digging in dirt and this, that, and another. Well, what did you hear about the place that where she was found? What did you hear about the place where she was found?
That she was burned.
Okay. All right. And who told you that?
A lot of people.
Who was the first person to tell you that?
I think my dad.
What?
I think my dad.
And what was your first thought when you heard that?
Who?
Who was burned? Well, that was your first thought. Okay. Well, once you realized it was Tiffany, what was your second thought?
Well, he didn't say her name. He said, I don't know.
Oh,
He said where.
Mm-hmm. And when
He
he...
said, I don't know.
Okay.
And then he texted me where I was.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I thought he was freaking out about the truck. I said, the truck's fine. I got it parked.
Mhm.
It's been parked. He said, okay, meet me at Mama's.
Okay,
The police knocked on the door.
so let me tell
I
you.
said, okay.
Let me tell you the problem. So that back floor of yours, right? That back floor of yours, right?
Mhm.
And you just said your father or whoever told you something about somebody was found burned. Well, you just said that you heard that they burned Tiffany, right?
Mhm.
Okay. The problem is.
But I don't the exact order. I don't know what they did.
Well, I'm going to tell you why you need to learn the order. I'm going to tell you why you need to learn the order and figure out the order, right? Because the order will determine your position. That's why you need to figure out the order. The order will determine your position and your responsibility with this. And let me tell you why. In that building, we went in there.
Mm-hmm.
We took stool samples, burn samples, all that, right? Real minute pieces of dirt and burn substances, right? The same substances is in the back floor of your car, your truck. The same substances. The same fibers and dirt that was recovered from the scene is the same material recovered from the front in the floor behind your right rear passenger seat, in front of your right rear passenger seat.
In front of my right rear.
Your right rear passenger seat. So this is your back seat, the floor, where the tennis shoes are, that
The
same.
tennis shoes came off of it.
No.
Is what you're saying.
So I'm not saying anything. What I'm saying is that same debris, the same dirt, the same substance that was associated with the fire is found in the floor of your car. So this is why you need to tell the order so that we know your
I'm trying to
position.
tell you, like, I never went from that house into that truck. Ever.
Okay. What else?
I never went to the house that they went to, into the truck that you're saying you got the soil from. I never did that.
Okay.
I never got in that truck. I do know I don't have the key.
I'm talking about your truck.
It's my dad's truck.
Right.
I never got in that.
Okay.
I never got in it
Okay.
with any swivel on me. Ever.
I didn't necessarily say you. I'm telling you that.
Yes, but I don't. What I'm saying is I don't know when these shoes appeared. I'm just telling you when I noticed them.
In the soil, that the carbon fibers.
So
we
now
analyzed all of that.
Yeah,
we analyzed all of that. It's the same.
But I'm just now getting this.
It's the
I
same.
thought they've been there.
It's the same.
Unless
It's
he
the
went back
same.
and put them in there.
It's the same. It's the same dirt. The same
I get what
fire
you're saying. I get
debris
what you're saying.
that was found in that house was found and matched to your car.
I get what you're saying.
So that's why I'm saying you need to learn the order, because the order, you knowing the order is going to determine your responsibility with this.
He pretty much.
Bobby, I know that you're.
What'd you say, Bob? He what? There ain't no pretty much. You already know
He
that.
pretty much planted the shoes.
No.
The shoes weren't there to begin with. I don't have the keys.
Okay.
So he planted it pretty much to make sure that somebody was going to go down if they told with him.
Why don't you have the keys?
Because they were taken from me.
By who?
I don't know. I had knotted out in Clint's house, and I had a orange bag that had a little purse in it. The little purse, I had the keys on me. The keys kept pulling my shirt down, so I took them off and I put them in that purse. The keys are gone. And my guarantee is they're going to be on Philly. That's my guarantee. I have a house key on it. I found a little keychain with a plug on it at the house. It's got like a little thing to put on a drink.
So now this is where the story gets foggy, and this is why I'm saying you got to know this order in order to determine your position in this. When you went down 7th Street, okay, and you saw, what house did you see them walker in?
The first one.
When you say the first one, is that a corner house, a middle house, what?
It's the house that's right there by the alley. It's from the back, not the front. They were going in there the back. So it was the house.
How long did you wait out in the truck for them to come back out?
I didn't wait out in the truck for them to come out.
So they walk her in the house and you leave.
Yes.
So
why didn't you tell us that part? And this,
You kind of left that whole part about coming down an alley,
Because
and
I
now
don't
the same
remember
people who are in
my
your truck
exact
take her out and walk into a vacant house,
and
and you left that. That's kind of big.
that's huge.
I understand that you're afraid of these people. I get it. I get it. No, I do get it. Listen, how old are you?
28.
Okay, well, he's been doing this as long as you've been alive, and I've been doing this since you were 3. So do you know how many people have sat over there in your same position? I get that you are terrified, but let me explain something to you in the simplest terms that I can, Bobby. Look at me. The answers that you provide to this man in the next 10 minutes will decide whether or not you go home and see your father or you go to prison. You cannot leave out. Oh, I forgot. The fact that you drove down an alley to a corner house, and the people take her into a house, and then you drive away. You forgot that part, and you didn't forget it. You just didn't want to tell us that because you didn't think that we know it. But we know a lot.
He walked to the back.
Do you know how long you've been down here? Do you know how long you've been down here? It's 9:20. You've been here since 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know how many people we've talked to?
I heard a lot.
Right? A lot of people. You know why you're last? Because everybody's been talking about you.
Probably because
Not
they
probably.
see me and they know me.
Not probably.
They know me.
You were in the truck when
I
this
was.
happened, when the abduction happened,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
You drive off
Mhm.
with the people who are abducted and the abductors.
Mhm.
You tell us
Well,
you went one way, but you
Only
didn't.
one abductor got in.
Well, there was only one
I
person.
don't know.
One person was taken and one person didn't. And they both got in the vehicle with you. You tell us you went one way, when in fact you went the other, and then Mark says, you didn't go that way, you went this way. Okay, yeah, you're right. I think I went to this street, I'm not sure. No, you know exactly where you went. You know exactly what happened after they got out of the car. He didn't tell us.
Hey, Bobby, you was going to say something about the fence. He walked her or what?
He walked her to the back of that fence. They went in.
Mm-hmm.
Later on that day, I did go back, but she was alive.
Okay, thank you.
And I asked her, because this is the thing, he left.
Mm-hmm.
He left me with her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And she was sitting here, and she kind of was coming to me and saying that Tyler took everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I called Philly, and I said, she's saying Tyler took it all. He said, she's lying. I said, well, he said break her jaw.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't touch her. Didn't touch her.
Okay.
Never touched her.
Okay, that's good.
One time.
Okay.
Never touched her. I can pass polygraph to that.
Okay.
Never touched her.
Now, where is this? Where is it? When you,
That vacant house.
that's your answer now. You.
That vacant
Thank you.
house.
So the,
Thank you.
now you're in the you're in the vacant house,
We're in.
which explains why. Right.
But when I left, is when I ran into that black dude.
Okay, but stop.
But Philly kept saying he knows everybody.
Okay, hold on.
And then
Stop. Like Mark said, stop.
they're gonna be able to follow it.
Don't stop. You're getting ahead of yourself. So the vacant house. What part of the vacant house were you all in?
The bottom.
The bottom. What's the bottom called?
Basement.
Okay. Okay. The basement.
How did you get in the house? Front door, back door?
Back.
Okay. Like the basement way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now the other thing.
How hard was that?
So he did not listen. Remember, we know, right? You'd be surprised how we find out stuff. He didn't just leave you with her like being free to go anywhere, right? So how did he have her secured?
When she was alive,
Yeah, in the basement.
she was sitting on the steps
Mm-hmm.
and she was tied up.
Okay.
She had her hands behind her, something in her mouth, and her hands and her feet tied together.
Okay. Okay. What does
I can't tell you exactly how and all of that because I wasn't trying to pay attention to all of it.
Right.
Because now you're in the middle of something and you're like, oh,
No, because I don't want to be in the middle.
right. That's what I'm saying. You're like, what?
I don't want to be in the middle of it because I don't. That's not something that I do. I'm not a career criminal. I don't. Taking a life is not worth $200 and 6 pills.
Right. I agree.
A gun. It's
All
not
right.
worth
I
any of
agree.
it.
So let me ask you this. So when you all get in the basement, right? When you all get in the basement, it's just, at this point, it's just you, Tiffany, and
Yes.
and Phil.
So when I left, and I ran into this black dude.
That's we're gonna get to that.
But listen to why I'm saying this.
Okay.
Because when I ran into him, his name, he goes by T. I don't know his real name. I've never seen him before. He said that he owns the block. It's secure. Pretty much. He's telling me that he has a girl. It didn't click right then and there because I had left. I walked up to Patapsco. When I had come back, he was out there again. I had somebody with me. A black dude. I think his name is Ace. I don't really know his name, but I'm pretty sure it's Ace. That's what I hear. I heard a couple people call him. And it's not a little Ace, it's an older one, and he lives somewhere in county. He doesn't live in the city, but he's in the city right now. He lives in Park or some.
Okay.
So he was with me when I ran back into this dude because he didn't know who he was.
Okay.
He said, I want to make sure that you're not being set up.
Okay.
So he walked with me. And this dude, when I first ran into him, he asked me where Philly was.
Okay.
He said, is he still around the way? Like he was trying to implicate, he knew where he was. And I said, yeah, he's up the way, I guess. And he said, you trying to get some girls? I don't f*** the girl. He said, do you date? I said, nah, not at the moment. I kept on walking. When me and him came back, the dude was standing on the corner. The one dude left his alcohol bottle with me and left. And I went to the back of the house. And then dude said, hang on a second, I'll be with you. And he kept asking me if I was buying Boyd. And I didn't notice what he was talking about at first. Then I noticed Philly's phone in his hands.
So what does that have?
So before we get, let's hold on.
It sounded like Philly was upstairs.
All right, let's circle back real quick, and then we'll come back. You leave Family Dollar, drive to 7th. Drive to 7th. You're in the alley. You take Tiffany out of the truck into the vacant. Hold on.
He took her out.
Okay. You go.
He had called.
You're in the vacant house.
Wait, he told us, he told you where to park?
Yeah, because that's what I was going to say. Where was your truck?
The first time on 6th and something. The piece you're missing here is, I told you when I went to Jeremy and Sandra's, a sale picked me up. When I got done with the sale, I had called. He didn't have the phone. All of a sudden, I met up with that black dude that I was telling you. I met up with that black dude that is named Ace, because he's the one that was answering the phone. So he was the one that was there. For a period of time, Philly was not at that bando.
My point is,
I went back and nobody.
When you are in the alley, and the house is here, right? The burnt up house.
It's the very best
Yes.
alley where.
When you get out of the truck and you go into the basement with Tracy, with Pretty, whatever you want to call her, what is her demeanor going into that house with Philly and you?
She was, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, you do. Because you know, yes, you do.
It was like she she didn't expect it to happen either.
Didn't expect what to
She
happen.
didn't expect what happened to her to happen.
Okay. When you walk into that basement with her,
she didn't
expect it.
She didn't expect
She
it.
didn't expect it.
what was her demeanor? What describe
Something like that wouldn't usually happen.
describe her walking into that basement with you and Philly?
At first, when we first went back there, she wasn't freaking out or nothing. She stayed calm and she was talking to us because she was lying. She wasn't saying the right thing. So
According
Philly
to?
asked me to go get, I don't remember what he asked me to get first. He asked me to find duct tape.
Okay.
I couldn't find duct tape. Couldn't find anything.
Is this in your truck you're talking about? Or?
No, it wasn't in the truck.
Okay.
This is when you are to the back.
Are you in the house or are you just out back?
Of Clint's?
No. When he tells you to go find duct tape, where are you?
Out back.
Of the house that you walked her in?
Yes.
Okay.
I was on the back steps.
Okay.
And he
Describe her demeanor.
When I left, well, I'm sure after hearing duct tape, I wasn't trying to pay attention to all of that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well.
That's a pure.
Okay, so when does she get? So then you take her in the house. Who ties her hand? Who ties her up?
In the house when he told me to go get the duct tape.
Okay, so they're in the house. You are in the house. He tells you to go get duct tape.
How does he tie her up?
This is the thing. I wasn't there when he did it.
Okay.
When I seen it.
Describe. Go ahead. Just demonstrate. Demonstrate. How was she laying? How was she on the floor? How was she?
Her hands were behind her back. She was on the steps.
Okay, she was on the steps.
Her hands were behind her back. Because when he punched her in the face is when she went to the floor.
Okay.
But she wasn't dead. Because she was trying to act like she was out. You know what I mean? So that's when he had told me to leave. He told me to go get. What was the second thing? Go get our homeboy. I said, who? He said, our homeboy. And I left. Because I wasn't going to keep saying who. So when I left, is when I ran into that dude. Kept on walking, but I don't know who the f*** he is.
Bobby, what did she, when he punched her, what did she have on at that time?
What?
What did she have on? What was she wearing?
Nothing.
What'd you
I
say?
had nothing.
Okay. When did he strip her? Or when did you strip her? Or when did she
I
strip?
didn't strip her.
When was she stripped?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I left. When I left to go get the duct tape, is when.
Where were you going to get the duct tape? Where were you
going? I was trying to go to Clint's.
Okay.
I didn't know where to get it.
Okay, so then you come back and she's naked.
Yes, when I come back, she was naked. And then I left again when he said go get the homeboy. So you know what I'm talking about. He said call the phone and meet up with the dude, but I was calling, I wasn't recognizing the voice. You know what I mean? So I kept on walking, and that's when I ran into Ace, and Ace walked back with me to that dude.
Okay, stop right there. When you left to go get the duct tape and you come back, that's when you saw her naked.
Yes.
Where are the clothes?
I don't know. They weren't there.
Was she still conscious when you came back? What did she say to you?
Who, Pretty?
Yeah.
She was laying on the floor pretending like she was. Are you talking about after you got her? Or before?
Yeah. All right. So you all escort her, or you all take her into the house, and then once in the house, he tells you to leave and go get some duct tape, right?
Yes.
All right. At that time, does she have clothes on?
Yes.
Okay. How long did it take you to go for duct tape?
15, 20 minutes.
So why didn't you bring any duct tape back? Duct tape.
I really wasn't trying to do it.
Okay, so then why would you just even? Well, what made you come back?
I went back with Ace. Ace went into Brandy's house, which is the yellow house next to Clint's. He was smoking girl with some white boy.
Okay.
And I don't know the white boy's name.
Okay.
Then we left there, and that's when I told him what Philly needed, and I didn't know what the homeboy's name was.
But let's get back to the point that you went to get the duct tape, you couldn't find it, or you wasn't going to get it, but you come back and you find her unclothed.
She was unclothed. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, at that point she's taped up? No,
when she was naked, she was still conscious.
And
she was sitting up.
When you left the first time, is she tied up? When you left to go get the duct tape, is she tied up?
No.
Okay. When you come back the second time, she's naked and tied up.
He had to have left, or somebody had to have come with something to tie her up. Or unless he grabbed something out of the house. I don't know exactly what he tied her up with. I'm not certain on that. I do know that it looked like a cord of some sort.
Okay.
I don't know.
What's over her head?
What's on her head?
She wearing a hat?
I don't know what it is.
Okay, can you see her face?
No.
So something's on her head?
Yes. Something's over her head. She's pretty much, anything that was done was covered.
Anything that was
done to her was covered.
At this point, when she was covered, did you suspect that she was?
She was definitely not there.
She was what?
She wasn't there.
How do you know?
You just know.
You said she
She wasn't moving or none of that.
Oh, you said she was dead. She was dead at that time. Okay.
When you walked back in, what does Philly say to you when she's dead on the floor?
Philly wasn't there. Philly was at a bando.
But not that bando.
No. He's a
Sure.
bando. And father.
So when you come back to the house, she's bound, she's nude, she's something on her head, and she's dead.
Yes.
And Philly's not there.
No.
And what do you do?
When I caught back up with him, we ran back into each other, and he showed me a bando to go to.
What did he say when you said, what in the... Because, did you?
Well, first of all, I didn't really ask any questions. It's a need no basis. I didn't want to ask. I didn't want to know. I didn't want to be involved in it, because if I start asking questions, it becomes a problem.
So stop right there. I'm going to tell you to stop right there. It's okay. And you're doing fine by being more forthcoming, right? So the problem with you now is this. Philly did not feel comfortable. He felt comfortable enough to have you come down there to the dollar store, take her into the back of the vacant house or whatever, and into the basement. He felt comfortable enough to tell you to go get some duct tape. You felt comfortable enough with the situation to even come back. Because you all both were upset with her. You felt betrayed by her, right? So
my thing is, it was never going to go that far. It was never supposed to go that far.
I accept that. I believe that.
If that was the case, I was alone with her. I could have hit her.
Right.
I couldn't cut her. I couldn't say
And that's the other part. That's the other
I didn't
part.
touch her.
That's the other part we're going to revisit, because for a while you were left alone with her.
Yeah. And I
Okay.
promise you, I'll even have a polygraph test. I touch her.
I'm not. Hey, hear me out before you go through all of that. For a while, you were left alone with her. At the time that you were left alone with her, she was
screaming at me.
Because
I kept calling Philly because she was screaming at me.
Right.
It was making me uncomfortable.
Making you uncomfortable.
Philly saying, "Where are you?"
Mm-hmm. And
I can't.
And then what happened?
He had said 5 minutes.
Okay.
He was pretty much coming back.
Okay.
And he had come back, and he told me to go get. That's when he told me.
So he did come back. But
yeah, he did come back.
But at the time that she's screaming at you, right?
Yes.
Listen to me. You about if I put a towel on you. If I put a towel on you, right, and wet it up with a fire hose, you may weigh 80 pounds, right?
She wasn't.
She wasn't what?
No, at that point she wasn't. She didn't have all that done at that point.
But
I was still talking about when he.
But was she free to move at that point? Was there anything restricted?
She was down at that point.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
I thought you were talking about.
Because she's much bigger than you. I mean, you would not have been enough to stop her from leaving that situation.
I know.
Right? So she was already bound, right? So what I'm curious about is she was already bound. Why did he tell you to go get some duct tape? If you know.
I'm guessing to get me to leave. And
See, worried about that for he's already, like Mark said, he's already with you when you go there. He's with you when you take her. He's with you when you leave. He's with you when you go to the house. He's with you when you both take her into the house. He trusts you enough to leave you with her in the house when he leaves.
right.
So and then he comes back.
Mm-hmm.
So and if I appear loud, I'm not screaming at you. You get what I'm saying? I'm just speaking with. I'm just passionate about getting to the truth and understand, right? So, and part of my goal is to get you to tell the truth, because if you tell the truth, you become a better person. Because all I'm trying to do is get you to do what's right. You know, and sometimes you have to. To emphasize your point, sometimes you have to change the tone of your voice, but I'm not screaming at you out of anger. All right, it's just for everybody, for Tiffany and for you.
tell the truth, you become that much better as a person. And I do feel that it's my responsibility to get you to tell the truth, not just for the case, but if I don't get you to tell the truth, then again you get to continue on with your lies, and as long as you lying, you fooling yourself, right? So let's get back to this. So at the time that he told you to go get some duct tape, or he left you alone with her, she was already bound, right? She was already tied up or whatever. No, when he left you.
He told me to go get duct tape. He didn't have anything at that point. That's why he told me to go get duct tape. I had left, but I was gone for a while. I ran to Ace. He went to go smoke.
You told us
we
before
couldn't
that
find duct tape.
But he was already bound. She was already
No,
bound.
when I came back, she was bound.
Well, earlier you said that's why Mark asked you why you had to go get duct tape if she was already bound.
No. What I was saying was, I went to go find duct tape. I couldn't find duct tape. When I came back, she was bound.
Let's just do that.
That's why I said I don't know where the cord came. I don't know if it was a cord, if it was out of that house,
Let's
or
do
if
this.
it was out of
Just so
another
we know,
house.
let's do this.
I'm not sure. I
The
wasn't
very first time you pull up in that alley in the rear of that vacant house, right?
Yes.
The very first time.
Yes.
You all get out of the truck.
Yes.
You all go into the vacant, and by you all,
No, we.
hold on.
We all.
The yard.
No, him and her got out the truck.
Okay, you're in the truck. Okay.
I left. I went and I parked.
You parked because he told you.
I parked. Nobody showed up. I moved on my own.
And you come back to the vacant.
I just parked, and then I was told to go to Jeremy and Saunders' house. So I went there and I sat on the porch talking. They kept asking me.
At what point do you go back to that vacant house? Where she is in the house with
15,
Phil?
maybe 20 minutes later.
Okay. Why did you go back?
How long the time period was.
Why did you go back?
Because I don't know exactly why I was supposed to go back. Oh, that's when I was supposed to find duct tape. Okay, now I understand. Okay, now I got it. I was supposed to find duct tape. I ran into Ace. He smoked. We went back, but she was bound already. I don't know where the cord came from at all. I don't know. I have no idea where the cord came from. They disappeared at a point in time. I don't know where they went.
Who's they?
Pretty and Philly. They disappeared. Nobody was there.
Nobody was where?
Nobody was in the bando.
When?
At a period of time. There was nobody there.
How do you know you weren't there?
Because I went back.
You said you went back and she was already bound.
Okay, that was the first time I went back.
Yeah.
When I was supposed to get duct tape, but I didn't. I was gone for too long.
You pull up, those two get
bound.
out, you're supposed to go park. You leave for 15 or 20 minutes, you come to the vacant house.
Yes.
Is she bound?
But not the first time I went.
Okay. Then he sends you to go get duct tape. But you just said that he sent you to go get duct tape the first time.
No, I gotta get duct tape. No, you missed me. Alright. We get to the bando. He gets out. He's doing whatever. I pulled off. I parked down on Audrey. They said they were coming, but it ended up being the Ace dude. So I was with Ace. As we got a ride by the show that we hit, we were supposed to find duct tape. We couldn't find it.
You and Ace?
We weren't going back with duct tape. Neither one.
You and Ace?
Yes, me and Ace. We went back, and she was bound. Is what I'm saying. I don't know when, how, or what.
Okay. So now you're back. Are you back with Ace? So now in the basement?
Ace is going back and forth, but he's not really. He's not with me.
You never talked about Ace before at all?
Yeah, I did.
Not in the house?
That was the dude that was going to the dude T's. He left me with a bottle of vodka and walked towards the vacant, so he had to go towards that.
Bobby.
He knew where it was.
Bobby, you have now told Mark and I about 5 different stories about being in the vacant, not being in the vacant, and who's there, and when bound, and all this.
All this is
Just
stories
listen.
that
Just listen to me. Just look at me and listen. When you pull up the first time,
yes.
after taking her from the Family Dollar,
Yes.
you're in the truck, you're in the alley. Are we correct?
Yes.
All right, stop. Who gets out of the truck?
Philly and her.
Stop.
Stop. Parked the truck.
Stop. He tells you to do what?
He told me to park the truck on Audrey.
Stop. When you go to pull off the park, where are they?
In the Vando.
Inside the Vando? In the yard? In the alley?
They were walking towards it and
Did you see them walk in the Vando? Did you see them walk in the house?
physically see him walking it up.
Are they walking toward it?
Yes.
Okay. You are directed simply, because you just said it, to go park the truck at a specific location, right? You go and do that.
Right.
Where does this person ace a sale, vodka, 15 to 20 minutes on a porch?
The truck was not on Brooklyn Avenue. It was on that after that next street.
Wherever you parked it, right.
Where you found it.
Okay.
That street. I don't remember what it was.
You park the truck, you get out.
If it's Jeffrey or if it's Jack.
You park the truck, you get out.
He picked me up on Brooklyn Avenue.
Who's he?
It's a guy and girl I don't know.
Well, then how did they know to pick you up?
Ace knew him.
Where did
He had Philly's phone.
Where did Ace come from?
He had Philly's phone. I'm guessing from Philly giving him the phone and telling him what was going down.
When you got out of the car, when you dropped them off the very first time in that abandonment before he's giving
He wasn't there.
Ace isn't there.
Ace isn't
okay.
there.
When you go and park the truck, wherever,
Ace came, I thought I was talking to Philly. But when they
So you're on the phone the whole time?
I noticed it wasn't Philly, that it was Ace.
You're on the phone the whole time.
I knew his face, but not his
Are you on the phone the whole time as you drive out of the alley and they are walking into the basement of that house and you're parking your truck? Are you on the phone with Philly the entire time? Are you or are you not?
I don't know.
Okay. So when did Ace mysteriously get?
He's the one. I don't know if he was the one telling me to go to 6th.
What do you mean you don't know if he's the one telling you? You just said that.
Because the voice.
You said that Philly told you to go park the car.
Yeah, he told me to park the car as he was getting out.
Right. So where does Ace come from?
Ace is the dude that picks me up in a red car.
How did Ace know to get where you were in life at this particular time?
Because apparently that was the one that picked it up. I thought it was Philly. And I said, I'm here. Where? 6th and Audrey, like you told me to go. He said, alright, and then hung up. And then I called back and I said, look, there's a dude walking back and forth looking at me weird. I'm leaving. He said, okay, go to Sandra. Do you know Jeremy? I said, Sandra's baby dad? And he said, yes. And I said, okay. And I went down Brooklyn Avenue and I took the right and I parked. And then he picked me up with a blonde and another dude. And it was him and me.
So it's 4 of you now in a car.
Yes.
Philly and the girl are at the house. As far as you know.
Yes.
Where do you go when you get in the car?
Brandy's. That's where Ace goes to smoke the crack.
All right, stop. Now you're at Brandy's.
Yes.
Who gets out of that red car?
Me and him.
Who's me and him?
Me and Ace.
You and Ace. Where do those 2 other people go?
They went home.
Okay. So they leave, the car leaves.
Right.
Now you and Ace go into Brandy's.
Yes.
What happens there?
Sits down and he's talking to some white boy and smoking.
Okay.
And then he's...
Who leaves that house? You and Ace.
Yes.
And you go where?
We started walking towards... I told him what Philly had said about I told him about the dude that I walked by. Because when I left the Vando, I walked by that black dude. T. Or that's what he says.
You and Ace go where?
To that dude. He had Philly's phone.
Who had Philly's phone?
He had to have.
Who?
The dude that said his name was...
I thought you said Ace had Philly's phone.
They both did.
How?
I don't know.
Well, if you think you're talking to Philly and Ace picks you up, but in fact it's Ace you're clearly talking to on the phone because Ace picked you up,
right.
Then you go into a house, then you leave the house, then you're walking up the street with Ace, and now you run into this guy. How does he have the phone and he has the phone?
Dude, listen, I was with Ace. When I called that phone, I was calling Philly to ask if it was Ace, pretty much. And the dude was weird, making weird, like.
What do you mean you were calling Philly to ask about Ace? What does that mean?
Like, I didn't know what homeboy he was saying. go get our homeboy.
When did he tell you this?
When I went to the bando.
We're not back at the abando yet.
I don't know.
You do know, Bobby. Think about it, huh? You know.
This scares the shit out of me.
Hey, Bobby, listen. Just as simple as this.
Right.
You all go there. You park the car.
Yes, I parked the car. I got picked up. We got dropped off. I can't recall it.
All right,
We went to Brandy.
And we'll deal with the dropped off part, but let's deal with the part about her going, he in the basement. Let's go back to the part where he left you alone with Tiffany in the basement, right?
Yes.
All right. How long after, when you all first got around there, after you all picked her up or forced in the car from the Family Dollar store, you go around there to the street, into the house where you all carried her into, or at least where Philly and Tiffany walked into. How long, once you all got there, did he leave you alone with her?
Maybe 10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay. And
It's on the phone.
okay, so in those...
As soon as he said, it'll be on the time frame. Like if you can pull up what he says,
Okay.
and the timing.
And who has
He
that
showed
phone?
like 2 minutes. That was him because he had showed up.
I said, who has that phone that he
His
called?
phone?
The phone that you had that he called you on?
Tim.
Tim, okay. And do you know the cell phone number by heart?
I don't.
No? All right, so in approximately 10 minutes, he asked you to watch Tiffany while he left,
Yeah.
right? But at the time that he left Tiffany, the time that he left you with Tiffany, she was already bound, right? She was already without.
Yeah.
Okay. So between the time you dropped him off, parked the car, so within 10 minutes he had already found a way to tie her up.
Yes.
Okay. Did you see? Be very careful the way you answer this, and just be completely honest. Okay. Did you see when he was tying her up?
No.
Did you come in? Be careful the way you answer this, because you have to be truthful.
Okay.
All right? Because I can prove otherwise.
Okay.
Did you come in on the tail end of it, of her being tied up?
No. I didn't see her tied up at all.
Okay, so
I've seen her tied up, but I never seen her getting tied up.
Okay, so when he left and left you with her, what did she say to you?
When he left me with her,
Yeah. What did she say to you?
he says he's going to get
What
close.
did she say to her?
What did she say to him?
What did she say to you? What conversation did Tiffany have with you
I
when you left?
pretty much asked what happened. I said, be honest with me.
Uh-huh.
I said, what happened? She pretty much told me that she took the money, she took the drugs. She didn't mention the gun. She said the title rated the truck.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, who took the keys out of the ignition? She didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
So when he came back, I told her what he said. And he pretty much said she's lying.
Mm-hmm.
And then he kept answering the phone. And I overheard him say she's lying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's talking about her, which I'm assuming he is, or what. But at this point, he had asked me, and I don't remember what he asked me to go do exactly. But I had left, and that's when I walked by the black dude back into Ace, came back, and the black dude was trying to get me to buy shit, but I wasn't, because I don't smoke girl.
All right, I get
He was trying to
that.
buy shit. But it sounded like Philly was upstairs. I heard the voice. That dude, Ace, disappeared towards down that alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
After I left the black dude's house, because he was like, what do you want, boy? I'm like, I wasn't buying anything. I called Philly soon, and because Philly gave me the code.
So you're inside the house now?
I'm in the back of the basement of the house after that sale had left. Ace went to the side, handed me the liquor bottle. I sat on the back porch. The cell went in, came back out and left. And the dude had opened the door and said, what's up? So I went to the bottom. I'm like, what's going on here?
And at this time, nobody knows that Tiffany's in the basement of that house.
No, this is after that.
This is after that?
Yes.
But at this time, who's watching Tiffany in the house?
Him.
Who's
Philly.
Okay. And then, after you do all this, leave the house, this, that, and another, at what point do you come back and you realize that she doesn't have any clothes on?
When I came back, I was supposed to get the duct tape.
Mm-hmm.
I came back, when I was watching her, she was naked and she was bound.
Okay. And what else? Describe how she was, everything.
She was sitting on the steps.
Mm-hmm.
She was sitting on there's like a stairwell of some sort. She was sitting on one of the steps. I'm not sure exactly which one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the second or the third one. She wasn't too far up because I'm not tall. So she had to be about this length. She was sitting down. Philly came back. He punched her in the face, and that's how she got on the floor. Then he told me.
You saw him punch her in the face, right?
Yes, I saw the punch in the face.
And then he.
Then he looked at me and told me to go get her homeboy. I said, huh? I said, I don't know what you're talking about. He said, our homeboy, and if you ever see him talk, you'd see what I'm talking about. He has a mumble and a stutter.
I got you.
So I
understand.
It's hard to understand what he was saying.
It's hard to understand what he said.
Especially when I wasn't really trying to pay attention to it. So he asked me to go get her homeboy. I didn't know who it was. I'm assuming it's that dude because that dude had a phone that looked just like his.
So that's what confused you because he doesn't speak clearly or he mumbles and you can't really understand what he's saying. So at what point do you realize that she's dead?
Way after that. The next day. Today.
No. You said that during the course of that evening you saw her and you knew she was dead. You knew she was dead.
No. Me and somebody else got sent back to the van, though, to light it.
Okay, to light it?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was already dead.
Okay, so you went back to light it.
That's how we found her.
Okay, so that's all I want you to do is be truthful.
Who's somebody else?
I don't know his real name. He goes by Slick.
He looked
In
like.
Brooklyn. Black boy, goatee, short hair.
So
He got shot in Brooklyn.
who sent you back to light it?
Philly.
Okay. What did he say? How did he say it?
He was yelling it pretty much.
Yelling, okay.
And angry.
He what?
He was angry.
Okay.
He was trying to say but his life was in jeopardy and so on and so forth. And I don't think it was supposed to be the dude at first. Because he kept saying a name, a D, but I don't know who it is. And he knows I don't know who it is, but he keeps saying D. But he's saying he's not available. And then that dude had walked in, and that's when he told him to go buy lighter fluid and all that, and gave him the money, and gave him a 20 crack.
Where'd you buy lighter fluid? Sorry.
That's fine.
Did you go with it?
The first time I went and bought 2 loose ones, and I really didn't know he was going to buy lighter fluid at that point in time.
You didn't know?
I didn't know he was going to buy lighter fluid right then and there.
Where'd you go?
That corner store right there by Hanover across. Ray owns it. The second store, not the first one. Not the blue one, the other one.
Is one Hanover? Or over
No, Hanover's here. Cross over the street.
Cross over Patapsco?
Yeah.
So up from the Royal Farms, you cross over.
Yes.
You're on Hanover, you cross over Patapsco. Royal Farms is down there. And it's the store's on the
That
right
red
hand.
light, when you're on Hanover, you just cross right over and
Okay.
that goes right there.
And the store is on right or left hand side. Walking down.
Walking from which
Walking down Hanover toward Belgrove.
left?
On the left hand side. What's it called?
I don't know.
Ray's or you said?
No, Ray owns it.
Ray owns
It's
it.
the owner is Ray.
What's the outside of the store look like? It's
It's
blue.
a corner store with a light. The light is where Hanover is, and then the light, and then that corner store.
Did you say it's blue?
No, the other one's blue.
The other one's blue.
That he owns.
So he tells you all, he tells both of you all, he tells both of you to go, and what did he say?
To go get lighter fluid,
And what?
dump it in water, and torch the place.
Okay.
Because all of our lives are in jeopardy.
Okay. Okay. So, and then what do you all do?
Went and bought lighter fluid.
Okay.
Hesitated a lot. Went back. Slick had asked for, he said he had beef with somebody. I'm not sure who he was talking about. Whoever he got shot by in a prior time. I don't know exactly when he got shot. When I first met him, he was shot in the arm.
Right.
What was his name? He had come in. He asked us to do that. We went, got the lighter fluid down there. I sat. He only could only get one bottle. Then he was like, we have beef, and da-da-da. I said,
that's fine.
We need to make a choice now. We got to walk away.
There you go. Because you direct. I like that. Because he's talking about this, and you like, we got to make a choice now or walk away. Right. Go ahead.
We walked away. We went back to the bando. Philly pretty much yelled at us for spending the money, having to buy more lighter fluid because at first we didn't get enough lighter fluid, I think intentionally. And at that point, because there was only enough lighter fluid to fill like this, what are you going to do with that?
Right. I can't even fill my cigar.
We go back. He wants a knife. Well, that's what he says anyway. And nobody has one until he yelled at us, and then we left. And we kind of just had tension in the air.
You had what?
Tension in the air, didn't talk to each other for a minute, and walked down to the bando, went in, and we went through the back. Went through the back just like how we went in. Went to the back. I said, I don't know what we're walking into. He goes, how much lighter fluid do we even need? I said, I don't know. I don't know who, when, where, what, or why. All I know is we have to do this. And he was like, okay. So we went, we dumped the shit out, and he lit the lighter and lit her on fire.
Lit what on fire?
Lit the thing on her head. He lit the thing on the head is where the lighter went first.
On what? On where?
The thing that was on her head.
So he lit that on whatever she had.
The way she was,
I understand.
I didn't go near her.
Right.
She was bound on the floor with something on her head.
Okay.
I don't know what was on her head. She was bound. That's what he lit on fire.
Okay.
And then she lit, and we ran out.
Who put the lighter fluid on her?
Both of us.
Okay. You just put it on her, or the floor, or the walls, or just on her?
Just her.
Okay.
Okay.
And then he lights whatever she's on her head.
I believe.
Is it dark out, or is it daytime at this point?
It's daytime.
Like early morning.
So that happened this morning.
Yes.
Okay.
It was this.
Okay.
But that's when we knew for certain what happened.
Okay. Did Philly ever say how he killed her?
No. He would never.
Well, I shouldn't say how he killed. I said, did he ever say how she died?
No.
Okay. All right, give me a minute. Be back. You need to go to the bathroom, water, or anything?
Come on.
You all right?
Water.
A water? Water. Okay. Here you go, lady.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
Was she dead
Huh?
before we let her?
I don't know.
We were certain she was.
You certainly won't.
She looked like she was dead, but I don't know.
Okay.
Was she? It's something I need to know.
Something you need to know?
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, you didn't see her moving or anything, did you?
No.
You didn't see her moving or anything, right?
Her skin was kind of a bluish color.
Huh?
Her skin was like a bluish color. I have a nursing degree. I've seen it. And something told me it. I had a gut feeling.
Okay.
Now this. What is this?
What's what?
This.
It's water.
This is not water. It's a
Huh?
bottle.
What'd you say?
This is water bottle.
This is what?
A water bottle.
Right.
Is it mine?
Yeah. Then they get no. My partner had this. This is the water I just bought you.
No, I'm saying, is that mine?
Yes.
I threw mine in the lawn of the dude that Philly sounded like he was in the upstairs of.
He what?
I threw my bottle in the yard of the dude that Philly sounded like he was in the upstairs of.
You threw it in that yard?
Yes.
What? Your water bottle?
Yes.
Cause you had water. Oh, that's right. Cause you
No,
missed it.
we had this much water,
Mhm.
and the rest was and there was 2 bottles. There's like this much lighter fluid in it.
Really?
There was 2 of them.
Okay.
I don't know exactly where it is. He walked a little ahead of me, so I don't know where he did everything, but I know where the hoodie is.
But you
The water bottle I threw in the yard of the black dude, and I said his name is T, for a reason.
His name is T.
That's what he said his name was. It's not his name.
And you threw your water bottle in his yard?
Yes.
And where's his yard in proximity to where you all set the house on or the body on fire?
The courthouse, an alleyway, another alleyway. He's on the corner of it. He's got a back fence leading down to his basement.
Okay.
That's the same house I was saying that the dude came outside of and kept saying he knew Philly.
Okay. All right. We'll figure that out. We'll figure it out.
So the one thing they didn't have is Willard Turner. They didn't have Philly. Philly had fled to Philadelphia, and it would take about 15 days to catch up to him. But they did have a witness that was at the bando on the day in question.
So the reason that you're down here today, hon, is so I'm investigating myself and another detective, Detective Beanie. He's on vacation right now, so lucky him. So we're investigating the homicide where we found Tiffany Jones in the house. Do you know Tiffany? Or did you know? I'm sorry. Did you know Tiffany? Okay. Was she a friend of yours?
No, I mean acquaintance.
Acquaintance. Okay. So during the course of us investigating all this, we talked to a lot of people down there, and your name came up in reference to what was going on. Not in a bad way or anything like that, just that you may have been in the house. And so we wanted to bring you down here to A, find out if that's true, and B, to see if possibly you could identify who brought this person into the house, if in fact that's what you saw. Okay, you understand? Okay. So is it accurate that you were in the house?
I was in there before they came in, yeah.
Okay, so you were in there. What were you doing in there?
I'm getting high.
Okay. Okay. What kind of habit do you have?
Dib and crack.
Okay. You use both? Okay. Let me ask you this. How long have you had a substance abuse problem?
On and off for the last 5 years.
Okay. Is it fair to say that when you get high, is it more maintenance at this point? Do you to get well, things like that? So if you get high, does it affect what you see, what you perceive, anything like that? You still know what's going on around you? You do? Okay. All right. If you could think back to that day, how long had you been in the house before these people came?
Probably about 20 minutes.
Okay. So you were already done and just sitting in the house. Okay. Where in the house were you?
I was in the middle of smoking.
Okay. Okay.
In the basement.
You were in the basement? Okay.
Yeah.
And that house had been on fire in the past, is that correct? Okay, so it's kind of dirty and stuff like that down there. Okay.
I actually cleaned that one little side where I would sit at.
Okay.
Like clean, but
kind of cleared it out a little bit.
it's where it was where you could sit and have nastiness around.
Gotcha. Understand. So, just in your own words, why don't you tell me what happened? Was it morning? Was it nighttime? Was it dead dark? They just kind of.
I guess it was in the afternoon. afternoon,
Okay.
early evening. I don't know. I'm not
Okay.
quite sure. I don't have a phone anymore.
I got you. Was it daylight out?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I was sitting there. Nobody ever comes in there, ever. It's always just, I'm always by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And, I actually got kind of paranoid. I actually kind of blocked the door while I was in there.
Okay.
And all of a sudden I heard someone coming down the stairs as I was about to run and hide. I'm glad I didn't, because I heard he lit a fire, so.
Right.
He was yelling to move the crap from in front of the door, so I moved the stuff out of the way, and he was standing there. He had Tiffany in a headlock.
Okay.
At the bottom of the steps. And,
When you say he, who are we talking about?
they call him Philly.
Okay. Do you know him personally?
No,
Okay.
not like, he's a dealer around.
Okay. Have you ever seen him before?
Yes.
Okay.
Around the neighborhood.
Okay. When you say neighborhood, where?
Around Brooklyn, around like Pontiac.
Have you ever bought drugs from him before?
I can't remember if I did or if I was with somebody else that did.
Okay. But you knew him as somebody called Philly?
Yeah.
Okay. And is it just him and Tiffany at this point?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So when you said he came to the steps, that you had the door blocked?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess he assumed that somebody was in there, or did he hear you, or did you say something, or?
Oh, I heard him go, what the f*** is this and all that, and well, that was pretty much it.
Okay.
And then he looked in and seen me and said, move this shit out.
Oh, okay. He looked in and saw you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't blocked.
Okay. Gotcha. And then he told you to move the stuff?
Mm.
Okay. Then what happened?
And he came in and I didn't really know what to do. And I was standing there and he sat her down on the bucket that I was sitting on, and I started grabbing my stuff. So I didn't know what was
Right.
going on. First he had me just stand still. He said, just stand there for a minute. And he sat her down on the bucket and was tying her up, and he said to me, he started talking to me. He's like, how many times have my girl talking about Tiffany, like, screw somebody or steal from them, this or that. But he didn't say Tiffany, said my girl, so he probably like, I think this is dumb. I'm like, who's your girl? Like, I hadn't pick up what he was talking about. But, I didn't really so much even answer.
Okay.
When he was saying, she was just like quiet the whole time.
She wasn't saying anything?
Not really. She started to talk one time and was like, I don't understand why I'm being dealt with, and he pretty much just told her to shut the f*** up.
Okay. Okay. So when she comes in, she's not tied up? You saw her tied up there?
I'm not sure if her hands or
Okay.
whatever were tied. I know he
Okay.
had his arm around her head.
Gotcha.
And he had a knife in his hand.
Okay.
So.
But at some point, so in the house you see him tying her up with, did he bring something in, or was it in the house, do you know?
There was a bucket already in there.
Okay. Did you ever see him strike her or anything like that? Okay. So at what point do you leave, or does he tell you to leave or something like that?
He told me, he said, you might want to leave. Get the f*** out of here now, because if you don't, when they get here, you might not leave at all.
When they get here, you might not leave at all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, yeah, clearly I can understand why you left.
Mm-hmm.
When you left the house, did you ever see anybody else come in, or did you just get out of there?
I didn't see anybody at all.
Okay. So, you're in the house, you're getting high. A guy you know is Philly brings... Now, did you know Tiffany? Like, when you saw her, you knew that was Tiffany?
Yeah.
Okay. You're in there for a minute, he tells you to leave, and you get the hell out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In the end, Philly would eventually be extradited back to the scene of the crime, where he would be tried and convicted for the crimes committed against Tiffany Jones. He would earn himself a life sentence, plus 80 years. However that's supposed to work. And his sidekick, who didn't even know his real name, she would also get a life sentence, plus an additional 50 years behind bars. Thank you for checking out another case here on the channel. I got a crazy bit of info coming up in the bonus coverage. Gonna hang around? I'll see you in a second. But if not, I'll catch you again soon, right back here on They Caught Me. Till next time. Welcome to the bonus covers. Thanks for hanging around. A couple of interesting things I thought you guys might be interested in, stuff I didn't put in the case, but I thought you might be interested in because you heard it in the case. So they kept talking about this Hispanic male that was involved, that maybe even called and was the one that got Bobby to pull up the truck. Nobody was arrested in the case. They didn't find anybody else. This other guy, I guess it was Slim or whatever it was, nothing, so just the two of them. There's two people that got convicted for this crime. And when I was looking through the interviews, that's it. I mean, it was that and a bunch of family members and a couple witnesses, and that's it. So I thought that was interesting. I did try to dive and do a little bit more research about it. And it was like, yeah, at first they thought there was another person involved, then they found that there wasn't. So it looks like that's even more damning for Bobby, because it looks like Bobby was just sitting there waiting for him to grab the girl, and then she pulled up. It doesn't look like she got called. It looks like she just was watching, saw him grab her, and then pulled up and let's go. That's what it looks like. So, because it doesn't look like there's anybody that on the phone or nothing like that. So, I mean, that's just based on what I found in the case logs. The next little bit of information. So Timmy is the husband, or was the husband of Tiffany, and Timmy's in prison. I was like, I'll be doggone. I don't remember what it was that made me look it up, but Timmy was in prison. So, or he is. He got sentenced for 15 years for gun possession or some gun-related charge. I can't tell exactly what happened, but I do see all the charges in the court documents, and it appears that all of the charges happened at the same time. A couple of the charges were like for driving, going in and out of traffic, endangerment, some stuff like that. And then there's the gun charge. So I'm thinking he got pulled over for those other things. And then the gun charge was the major one that they found on him when they arrested him. So I thought that was really freaking crazy. Also, one last thing. Tiffany had more than one child. She didn't just have the little girl that was with them when she was abducted. She also has a son, and the son was with her aunt and her mom. And I saw that. There's an interview of that. I didn't play it because all they really did was tell her, hey, your daughter's missing. We're just letting you know we're looking for her. That was it. It wasn't really too much relevant to the case. So I left it out. But she did mention the son in the interview. And the son, I think, was like 10 years old at the time. He's probably grown now. So I'm thinking that the daughter probably ended up going to the aunt, after Timmy went to prison. Hopefully, the little girl, because she was 7 at the time. This was 2018. So, yeah. So she's probably, was 17, 18, 19, something like that. Not 16, I think. 16 years old now. Maybe 16, yeah, I gotta do some better math. but she's around 15 or 16 years old now, and hopefully she's doing okay. And hopefully she's with her aunt and her grandma. Hopefully somehow they were able to call when he got arrested. Because I'll give him credit. He did have a house that was or an apartment that was consistent. I see on the charging documents in his case, it happened in 2024. That, for 6 years he had stayed at the same place. So, I mean, at least there's that. I mean, I think there were some drug issues and stuff like that, but I'm hoping that it didn't spill over into the daughters. So, yeah, hey, I just thought you guys might be interested in those little tidbits there. Thanks again for watching. I got to get back to work, go plug myself into the wall for y'all, man. Peace.